Download the Cozify application from the App Store. Connect the network cable and the other end of the cable to your home's Wi-Fi router. Now turn on the hub and launch the Cozify application. When you launch the Cozify app for the first time, sign in by entering your email address. We will send you a one-time password to access the app. After you sign in, the app detects the hub automatically. Continue by tapping the hub icon. Name the hub. Cozify Hub will now begin to search for devices in your home network. Some devices will be detected automatically, such as Sonos speakers, the Belkin Wemo Insight switch, and some devices that operate at the 433 MHz frequency, like Prove thermometers. Please note that Sonos and Belkin devices must first be installed according to the device manufacturer's instructions. If you are about to begin using Osram Lightify or Philips Hue bulbs or lights, turn them on after the scanning has been initialized. Some devices need to be added manually. You can add devices based on the technology or manufacturer. Let's say you want to add a Prove outlet. Select Prove from the list, then select the Prove outlet and follow the instructions on the screen. Once you have added all the devices, they can be found in the Devices Found list. Next, name the devices and assign a room for each of them. After you have added all the devices you want to connect, named them and assigned rooms for them, press the Done button. If you didn't assign a room for the devices in the previous phase, you can do it now. Browse and read the tips to get an understanding how to use the Cozify app. The Cozify app has three main views: Devices, Scenes and Rules. Move between the views by swiping the phone screen left or right. All your devices are listed on the Devices screen. You can control devices by tapping the device icon or create groups of lights and new rules using our unique drag and drop feature, which is explained later. Scenes combine devices, rules and timers. You are free to create as many scenes as you want. Rules define what happens when, for example, movement is detected. Rules can be active all the time, or you can bind a rule to a certain scene. Add new devices through the Devices view. Tap the plus icon in the top right corner of the screen. The hub will automatically begin searching for devices in your home network. You can also add devices manually. For example, a Nexa outlet. Follow the instructions that appear on the screen. When the device has been added, it will automatically appear in the Detected Devices list. After this, you can name the device and assign a room for it, just like you did when setting up the hub. When all the devices have been added, you can return to the Devices view. When a device has been paired with the hub, it will appear in the list of devices. You can control devices directly from the Devices view. Turn a bulb on or off by tapping the icon for that device. If you want to change the color of the bulb, keep your finger on the icon to access the device settings. You can freely choose the color of the device and save it in the scenes. Rename a device through its settings. Keep your finger on the icon for the device to access its settings. Tap the settings icon in the top right corner. Enter the name. If you want to form a group of bulbs, first switch to edit mode by tapping the small pencil icon in the top right corner of the device's view. Drag one bulb icon on top of another bulb icon and the app will begin creating a group. You can name the group and save it. You can see the number of bulbs in the group inside the icon. You can control all the bulbs in the group with one tap. There are three ways to create rules: through the device's view and through the rules view. To create rules through the device's view, tap the pencil icon in the top right corner to switch to edit mode. Drag one device icon on top of another. The app will automatically suggest possible rules. In this case, when we drag the motion sensor icon on top of the bulb icon, for example, we can create the rule lights on when movement. When the Wemo motion sensor detects movement, the light bulb is turned on. You can define how long the light will stay on when there is no more motion in the room. Name the rule and decide if the rule is always applied or only when a specific scene is active. The other way to create rules is through the rules view. To begin, tap the plus icon in the top right corner. Select the device or devices that the rule will include, such as the motion sensors and music devices, and then select possible rules such as play music when movement. Name the rule and decide if it is always applied or only when a specific scene is active. After creating the rule, press Done. Modify rules by switching to edit mode. Tap the pencil icon to choose the rule you want to modify. You can bind a number of rules and devices to specific scenes. Create new scenes through the Scenes view by tapping the plus icon in the top right corner. Enter the scene name and save the scene. After this, you can bind devices and rules to the scene. Let's say you want to bind lights to a wake-up. Set the tone you want the light to have when the scene is activated, then save the bulb in the wake-up scene that you just created. Now the bulb will turn on every time the scene is activated. To add a rule, tap the plus sign beside the caption. Select the device or devices you want the rule to include, select the rule from the list, and move on creating the rule. You can schedule the rule to activate automatically based on a certain day, a period of time, or even based on the sunrise or sunset. Make a device do whatever you want when activating a scene. Let's say you want a device to turn off when you are away. Select the device and go to its settings page. Make sure the device is turned off, then save the state of the device in the away scene. Now the device will turn off whenever the scene is activated. Thank you for your interest. Send us feedback, comments and questions. You can write them in the section below or email us at support@cozify.fi.